guys? My name is Ebony. I'm the CEO of Ebony's Mobile Notary, the founder of 757 Notary Sisters, the owner-operator of Boss Events, and the owner-operator of She Flips. What's up? Welcome back. Please like and subscribe, y'all. We are going to get into a bunch. We are 1 week into the new year, and baby, y'all came with the same old shenanigans. Same old shenanigans, but we got to get encouraged, uplifted. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing so many people just from a place of discouragement and just not knowing what to do. And don't be from that place, y'all. Like, let's pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's work out here. Like, we can run these businesses. Again, my song is always going to stay the same. It's what you put into it. It's what you're going to get out of it. Don't believe the hype. When these people I saw in the group want to make $1,000 a week as a mobile notary, ask me how. First of all, we're a service-based business. Somebody has to need the notary. Can you make $1,000 a week? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you find your right target audience. Are you willing to put in the dedication and the sacrifice to find your target audience? There are not a group of people standing in a corner waiting to pay a notary. Okay? Cut blank. Cut and dry. That's not what that is. Can you make $1,000 a week as a notary? Yeah. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, right? What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, right? Short-term sacrifices for long-term goals, right? What are you able to do for your business? I can honestly say I no longer make $1,000 a week as a notary. I make a couple of hundred a week as a notary, a couple of hundred, because it's what I put into it, it's what I get out of it. And I know that I've slowed down what I'm putting into it, right? Because my sacrificing wasn't equaling up to my long-term goals. I was working 70 hours and in return making $1,000 a week. No, that doesn't work for me. I work about 20 hours and make about $1,000 a week, but it's what works for you, right? Again, is there work out here? Yes. Is there money to be made out here in these notary streets? Absolutely. Do you need to position yourself so that you can get to the bag? Yes. What does that mean? Create those social media pages. Make sure that you got your supplies. Make sure that you're educated in your craft. Make sure that you're signing up for these signing services. The money is in the follow-up. Make sure that you are scheduling out your time to run your business, right? Nothing new. Same old song. Same old song. If you got money and you want to run ads, run them. I ain't got no money. And baby, I'm a 6-figure notary. I'd be damned if I ever run a Thumbtack ad or a Google ad or a Facebook ad for my notary business. I ain't got it. But you do you, right? You do you. I'm very successful without it. I've even been able, y'all know I just went back to work. Last week was my first week, but it gave me that time to think outside the box on how am I going to make up for that marketing aspect that I'm missing out of. And I don't know what I was thinking, but the receptionist still be there. I get off work at 4 o'clock, first of all. I went and I found out what time does title close? What time does the receptionist leave? And I get off in enough time to where I can still hit them up. I got a signing last week from Title, and they was like, can you go and be there for 4:30? Yeah, I had a day in advance. I got to work at 7:30 so that I could get off at 3:30 so that I could go and grab those documents, boom, go do the signing. And I was able to return the documents back, made a smooth $200 real quick, returned the documents back all by 5:30. Still worked my 8-hour job. Still did everything that I needed to do. So again, I have to just think outside the box. So at first I was like, I'm not going to be able to do in-person marketing. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We're going to start with the places that's near that job. So what I did was I put in that zip code and I said title companies and zip code, blah, 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 blah. And I started to make my plan. Okay, well, I'm going to hit them up because say they close at 5. I get off at 4. I'm going to make sure that I bring whatever it is I need to bring to work. When I wear the uniform, I'm going to make sure that I got a blazer to put over it. I tested it out to see what the blazer, I'm like, okay, these pants look better than those pants. Change my shoes real quick. Still getting that in-person marketing done. The receptionists at the hospitals don't leave until 7 p.m. So long as I'm there by then, I'm still doing the same thing, that same energy, putting those same efforts into my business. Like I've been said, the one thing that I'm not doing is signing up for these signing services anymore, because I do have enough direct clients and I work with enough realtors to where I don't. You may be a baby in the field. This 3 years in the making that I've gotten. So if you a baby in the field, you might have to sign up with these signing services. I know we all was talking about yesterday that, and I don't care, I put the name out there. Cloud Signings accidentally basically sent the notaries the email that they meant to send to the title company saying, do you want to basically pay the notary, pay us and we'll pay the notary lower fees. Cloud Signings will give you signings for $20. Baby, I'm not doing it. I've already cussed them out and told them take me off of their list. Don't ever disrespect me or my business like that again. Right? Boom, we had it out back in 2021. Wasn't no big deal because I'm going to stand on business for my business, right? But needless to say, they send out very low signings, very, very low. They very, very rude. It's a shit show over there. So if you work for them, go you. But I don't do nothing for them. Like, again, my toner, my printer, my gas, my time, I am way worth more than $20. I'd be damned if you're going to talk to me like that. I'd be damned if you're going to disrespect my business like that. But if it works, go off, baby. Go off. It don't work for me. But I also had to hit up with Mortgage Connect. Mortgage Connect is one of my favorites, right? But they've been lower and lower. And they sent me an email, which I knew. They're like, oh, your credentials are expiring. And I let them know, hey, I'm going to be renewing my credentials. Thank you for the reminder. Not needed because I know that they're expiring. But I won't be sending them to you because and I screenshot, I said these same signings were coming out. So you asked me what my fee was. These same signings were coming out a year ago for $110. And now you are sending these same signings out for $50 and $65. I've asked why time and time again, and you won't give me an explanation, but yet you want my credentials. Again, you're not going to disrespect me nor my business in that fashion. And if this is what your fees are now, then say that. And we talked, and he's like, I would really like to get into more depth with it, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, what came out? Here's a refinance Ebony for $95. Here's a HELOC for $90. Wait a minute. 2 days ago, that HELOC was $55. 2 days ago, that same refinance was for $55. Well, standing up for my business, right? Stood on it. And I ain't take it because you weren't about to carrot drop me. I'm not a fool. Reject. Go on ahead. I said what I said. Right? It needs to go to the mailbox. I got checks to cash, and I got checks to print, and I got checks in the mailbox, and I got invoicing to do, y'all. Still 2024, same old shit, right? But enough on the notary rant. If you want to be a mobile notary and you want to make some money, it's going to be what you put into it. If you've ever been through anything that I've given, held, or provided information for you, I'm going to ask you, what does your daily task list look like? Did you complete your daily task? Did you write your weekly goals? Did you make that monthly vision for January? Are you holding yourself accountable for those things, right? That's what I'm going to ask you, because when you come back and you tell me that you haven't, I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't even care about what the excuses are, because you can't complain when you ain't done the work, right? You can't complain. It's not going to be both, y'all. I'm going to go get me some eyelashes. I know I'm looking baby birdish, but if y'all can tell, I quit smoking cigarettes. My little lip is coming back pink, but y'all don't care about that. Anyway, let's move on. There's weddings. You know, a lot of people got engaged over the holidays. You know, people getting ready to have these parties. It's Aquarius season, baby. We lit. We lit. Are you out there putting your photo booth out there? Are you out there marketing for your wedding officiant? Did you get the ebooks that all you know? Yo, it's money to be made. It's about what you're going to put into it. I'm booked and busy. Last weekend, I did weddings for New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. This weekend, I had that photo booth. The space was so tight, y'all. I promise you, the space was so tight. I still have to, I always tell the client I need a 10 by 10 space. And they always say, oh, okay, that's fine. But then when I get there, you putting me in this little shoebox closet. But it worked out. Everything came out fine. The kids were more interested in wanting to get on the photo booth more so than the adults. The parents did. She loved it. The mom and the dad, they got on it, but like their friends, they were pretty young. They looked like they may have been in their early 20s. They kind of just were sitting. It was, you know, a baby shower. So I don't know, but they were happy. I got a nice little tip. Thank you. And we're going to go on from there. I have, how many more times is this photo? I got a booking with both photo booths where I am the wedding officiant, and then I rent out the photo booths at the reception. And then I have another wedding right before that. And then I think that's it for January. I think I just have 3 more events, 2 weddings and photo booth for January. And then I roll into February with events and stuff like that. Again, how am I reaching my potential client? I am picking up the phone now and I'm calling these places that own event spaces. Hey, I'm a wedding officiant. I have photo booths. If you have blah, 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 I would love to connect with you. And when people ask me, you know, oh, do you know anybody with a venue? I'll say, hey, I do know somebody with a venue, blah, 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 blah. And that's how I'm connecting with people, right? Connecting and networking and making sure that I can get these bookings. Now, I will say we do got a group here. It's a Facebook group. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's everywhere. It's called Emergency 757. I always tell people, do not tag me in that group. Every single time, it's not my clientele. There we go. It's not my clientele. That's where we're going to put that. It's not my clientele. Like, and it might be good for you, but I don't do those types of parties. And ain't nothing wrong with those types of parties if that's what it is. I'm not bringing my 360 at 10 to 2 in Portsmouth at Ratchets R Us. That's not my clientele, but it's nothing wrong if that is your clientele. First, I don't even like driving at night. I'm 40-some years old. I don't want to be at your 21st birthday party. I really don't. So I always tell people, like, hey, you can tell your friends about me, like, if you think I would be a good fit, but don't tag me in that group. We're good. But there's also Facebook groups that you can be tagged in, you can join. There's a vendor Facebook group that I'm a part of, and it's a day in there that you're allowed to promote. And I really don't now. I don't mind being tagged in that group. Mostly the people that are in that group are a little bit older. They're a little bit of my speed. I do really, really well with just my marketing. I got my hoodie that says what I do. I go to these places that are event spaces. I follow them. I congratulate them. I make sure that I engage, that they know who Boss Events is. And then a lot of it is word of mouth. And I get it. And again, I'm not trying to be booked and busy with that photo booth every single weekend. 2 weekends a month is good enough for me. Twice a month is good for me as far as that photo booth. That thing heavy. I got to go and unload my car today. And then as far as the weddings, now I will run a small ad on Thumbtack for my wedding officiant. I will, period. I can afford it. I do $30 a week, and actually I'm about to up it because I said for January I'm going to go to $45 a week. Again, you do what's in your pockets. I can afford it, right? So I'm going to up my Thumbtack ad to $45 a week. I've also built it into my prices. I kind of went up on my wedding officiant prices. I'm doing a little things different. My website is completed and things like that. So if these are things that you want to do, you have to put in the work. And that's what it is. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Don't, it's not always get in the bag, get in the bag, get in the bag. It's been, today is the, what? No, I'm lying because I did do that signing. This is only my second time using my stamp to this year. Where I've seen on other people's TikToks where they've been booked and busy. Ashley told me she had 5 signings the first week of the year. I didn't. I had one. That was on the third. I had one. And then I got some general notary today. And I gave out a signing the other day. So I've had 3 opportunities maybe. Woo, sweet Jesus, this phone and this storage is not going to be full. You can do not pay $1,000 for a phone, and the storage is always full. Needless to say, y'all, it's what you put into it. It's what you're going to get out of your business. Baby, if you have to do the work, period. I don't know what you're expecting, but you need to expect to do some of the groundwork for your business for you to get results. I am still waiting on the person that said, Ebony, I did everything that you told me to do and I'm not getting results, because that person does not exist, right? Everybody who I talk to that's done the stuff that I've told them to do, they get results. What happens? They get tired because running a business is hard and they fall off. And they stop putting in that same energy that they had in the beginning. And I get it, but you got to show up for yourself. I can't push you or make you show up. You got to show up for you. Trust me, I did not feel like getting up today, but I knew I got a long week ahead of me. Excuse me. I got a long week ahead of me, especially now that I'm working. It's more important now that I stay on my task list than anything else. So I had to get up. I had to take my bath. I had to get dressed because I knew I need to film this video. I need to get my marketing supplies together so I can have them rolling out on social media. I need to put up my laundry. I need to pull out my uniforms. I need to figure out where am I going for in-person marketing. I gotta go to storage. I gotta clean out my storage, make sure that I'm ready to do my next events, reach out to my next 2 brides to make sure that they're okay. I've got things to do. I need to cook dinner because I'm not eating out in 2024 every single day. I need to run to the ATM and get cash for my savings challenge. Because guess what? If I don't show up for me, my business is not going to work. It's not, I'm lucky. I'm putting in the work. So put it into, and until next time, I'll come at you maybe with another video next week. Happy New Year.